Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us today and for taking the time to attend today's webinar, Travel to Bocas del Toro, Panama with Ana, with me. We are Emerging Destinations, a sales and marketing representation company in North America, and we are extremely proud of having La Coralina Island House, the newest luxury resort in Bocas del Toro, in our portfolio of cool companies in cool places. Before sharing with you my day-by-day itinerary in Panama City and Bocas del Toro, I will take a few minutes to friendly remind you the companies that we represent in the Americas region. In Ecuador, we have Enchanted Expeditions, a company with offices in Quito and more than 40 years offering DMC services in mainland Ecuador and in the Galapagos Islands. They also own and operate 2 cruises, Beluga and Cachalote Explorer, 8 cabin each, sailing the Galapagos Islands on 6 and 8 days itineraries, and the Enchanted Galapagos Lodge, a cozy property with only 10 rooms in the highlands of Santa Cruz Island. In Colombia, we represent Colombian Journeys, a DMC with offices in Bogota. They are offering unparalleled service and unique itineraries either for FITs or for groups. Bogota, the Coffee Triangle, Medellin, Cartagena, and the beautiful Rosario Islands are just a few of the amazing places they can include in your next booking request for Colombia. Its sister company, Chile Concept, another DMC with offices in Santiago and Punta Arenas, and able to help you with any request in Santiago, the Atacama Desert, Easter Island, the Wine Region, and Patagonia. Also in Chile, we represent Las Torres Reserve, a family-run business in Torres del Paine National Park, offering trekking adventures and a wide range of lodging options along the W and the O circuits. They also own the lovely and cozy Hotel Las Torres Patagonia, which is located in the heart of the national park, right at the base of the massif, and offers authentic and local atmosphere along its 74 rooms. Finally, in Argentina and Uruguay, Grand Hotels Lux features 4 beautiful hotels in 3 exciting destinations like Buenos Aires, the Iguazu Falls, and Punta del Este. Our portfolio is completed with cool hotels, lodges, cruises, and DMCs in Africa and Europe. As you can see their logos here on your screen, on the screen. If you have any questions from any of those companies, please feel free to reach out to me after the webinar. You can see my email address at the bottom of the screen. Before starting with the webinar, a few housekeeping notes. This webinar is being recorded, so if you need to step away, answer the phone, or do a break for lunch, don't worry, we will be sending you the recording in the upcoming days. We will also upload this recording on our website, emergingdestinations.com. On the webinars tab, you will find information about the upcoming webinars, as well as access to our library with all the webinars we have been conducting in the past. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel, Emerging Destinations, where we will be also uploading this playback. Finally, please feel free to ask any questions. You can type those on the control panel on your right, and Ariel Barrionuevo, Managing Director of La Coralina Island House, will be answering them at the end of my trip presentation. So let's get started. If you have been following my trip on the Emerging Destinations Instagram account, I'm sure you are all anxious to hear about it more in detail. It was such a perfect but short 5-night trip that I'm already planning to come back to Bocas del Toro for my vacation. My journey to Panama started in Buenos Aires, where I took a 7-hour direct flight by Copa Airlines. As you and your clients are in North America, let's just focus on the connectivity between Panama and North America. Copa Airlines is the flag carrier for Panama, and you can also fly with any major US carriers like Delta, United, and American Airlines. There are a lot of great connections with US from cities like Atlanta, Boston, Chicago, Denver, Las Vegas, Los Angeles, Miami, New Orleans, New York, Orlando, San Francisco, and Tampa, and also great connectivity with Canada from Montreal and Toronto. You will be flying to Panama City International Airport Tocumen, code PTY. As for the entry requirements related to COVID-19, it is important to mention that Panama has lifted all restrictions or requirements around the pandemic. No need to present negative test results, vaccination scheme, or declaration form. If you have any questions, you can always check the Visit Panama official website, tourismpanama.com. However, bear in mind that for your domestic flight, Panama City, Bocas del Toro, the local carrier Air Panama is asking passengers to wear a mask. So it's a good idea to have always on your purse or backpack a few masks. Once at Panama City International Airport, all the process, customs, and luggage was extremely fast. The customs agent did a few extra questions that I was never asked for in other trips, but it was okay. They asked me to show the hotel booking confirmation, either printed or digital, and they might also ask you how much money you are bringing in cash to cover your expenses. So nothing difficult, just be prepared and have all the information with you. All my land services in the capital city of Panama were provided by Ecocircuitos DMC. They were waiting for me on Terminal 2 and drove me directly to my hotel in the Casco Antiguo, which is located around 15 miles, 20 to 30 minutes drive, depending on traffic. And here is the first decision to make. Stay at the Casco Viejo or Casco Antiguo, or stay in downtown at the new city full of skyscrapers. My recommendation is to choose the Casco Viejo or Casco Antiguo, which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and the best neighborhood to stay in if you are visiting the city for the first time. It is packed with historic landmarks and tourist attractions. It is very trendy, and it also boasts an excellent selection of bars and restaurants and have a great nightlife. I stay at the Central Hotel Panama, a 5-star hotel located in a historic building. The hotel is facing the Plaza Independencia and was built in 1874. It was the first luxury hotel in the country at that time. The location is a plus as it is walking distance to major historic attractions like the Presidential Palace, the Panama Canal Museum, the National Theatre, and the Metropolitan Cathedral Santa Maria la Antigua. The hotel features 135 rooms and has been entirely renovated. When booking this property, I recommend you to ask for rooms overlooking the street or the main square, as the rooms overlooking the internal patio can be a bit noisy, either because of the weddings or celebrations they are having on their ballrooms or by the live music and piano bar offered at night at the lobby bar. My first activity with Ecocircuitos GMC was a walking tour of Casco Viejo or Casco Antiguo. In my case, was around 2 hours, but it all depends on your schedule and places you want to visit. I visited the Metropolitan Cathedral Maria la Antigua, which is located just in front of the hotel, crossing the main square. It is a Catholic church that was built in 1688, but the construction took 108 years and was then finished in 1796. I then continued exploring the area, visited the renowned shop El Palacio del Sombrero, where you can find a wide selection of Panama hats that runs from $80 to $350 each, and I got lost on the amazing bohemian and narrow cobblestone street of Casco Antiguo. My guide showed me the different construction styles, and I had the opportunity to visit some other churches, as well as Ruben Blade's house, and enjoy an amazing view of the causeway and the new city on the horizon. I ended up on a rooftop called Casa Casco, but there are a lot of other options to have some drinks, enjoy live music, or a romantic dinner Just seeing the view and the contrast of the Casco Antiguo, the restored historic buildings, and the lights of the skyscrapers in the distance. On my second day, I did a Panama Canal tour. When I visited Panama for the first time around 7 or 8 years ago, I did the classic tour and visited the Miraflores Visitor Center and had a great view and understanding of how this works from the observation deck. This time, I was taken on a helicopter tour and had the opportunity to view the Panama Canal from a different perspective. The experience was amazing. From air, you are able to measure the importance of the Panama Canal and why it's considered one of the 7 wonders of the modern world. Some facts and numbers: the canal is an artificial 51 miles that connect the Atlantic and Pacific Ocean. France began works on the canal in 1881, but they abandoned it because of many problems like investor confidence, engineering problems, and a high rate of mortality due to yellow fever, malaria, and other tropical disease. The United States took over the project in 1904 and finished it 10 years later in 1914. The annual traffic has risen from 1,000 ships in 1914 to around 14,000 ships nowadays. A cargo ship can carry up to 15,000 containers, and a canal toll fee can run up to $1 million per ship. After overflying the Panama Canal, I did a small walk on the Panama Rainforest Discovery Center. It is only 40 minutes drive from Panama City and is a great spot for people interested in ecotourism as well as those enjoying nature. It has some forest trails that will give you the possibility to explore and discover the flora and fauna. This is a paradise for bird watchers also, as they can find more than 350 species of birds. Before returning to Casco Antiguo, I did a boat ride along the Gatun waters, where I were able not only to spot some monkeys, but also had another view of the cargo ships navigating the Panama Canal waters. My last night in Casco Antiguo included a science inspection to the new La Compañía Hotel, which features 88 rooms and 5 restaurants, mixing French, Spanish, and American styles. As every night in Casco Antiguo, it ended on a rooftop tasting a Balboa beer. On day 3, my adventure to Bocas del Toro and La Coralina Island House began. I took a domestic flight provided by Air Panama, which departs from Panama Domestic Airport, code PAC. They have this service twice a day, and the flight takes only 1 hour up to Bocas del Toro International Airport, code BOC. Remember that, as I mentioned at the beginning of our webinar, even if the COVID-19 restrictions have been completely lifted, using a mask for your domestic flight is still mandatory. If you have clients interested in having a luxury and more exclusive or private experience, La Coralina Island House can offer you a charter or private plane, which can either depart from the International Airport, PTY, or the Domestic Airport, PAC. For those of you having clients interested in combining Costa Rica with Bocas del Toro, Costa Rica Green Airways has direct flights from San Jose to Bocas del Toro 3 times a week, Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. For those of you that are not very familiar with Bocas del Toro, it is located in the north of Panama, on the border with Costa Rica and on the banks of the Caribbean Sea. This is an archipelago of 7 islands. Being the heart of these islands, Isla Colón, the largest island of this archipelago. The hub of this archipelago is Bocas del Toro town at Isla Colón. Bocas del Toro is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and the first national marine park in Panama. It is considered as the Galapagos of the Caribbean and one of the most visited ecotourism destinations in Panama. Upon arrival to Bocas del Toro International Airport, Winston from La Coralina Island House was waiting for me, and the transfer was provided in a new van with air conditioning and TV. The journey from the airport to the hotel was only 15 minutes drive, crossing the little and cozy Bocas town and driving north the island. This is a great and unique selling point to have in mind, as your clients will go directly to the hotel and will start enjoying their experience in Bocas. They don't need to go from Bocas Airport to the port to be transferred by boat to the hotel. As soon as you pass Palm Beach, you will arrive to La Coralina Island House, the newest luxury resort in Bocas del Toro. Jessica from the front desk will be waiting for you with a refreshing face towel and a delicious lemonade to enjoy while you check in. During your stay, Ariel Barrio Nuevo, the managing director, will meet and greet you or your clients for sure, as he loves to interact with guests during their stay and go extra mile to make sure that everyone really feels like at home and take the most of their experience at La Coralina and Bocas del Toro. The hotel opened its doors less than 1 year ago. It was in December 2021, but it was under construction for 5 years. It has a Balinese style that you will find in the decor and every single detail. In fact, La Coralina Island House has a personal shopper in Indonesia who picks pieces of art, statues, paintings, and different deco items for the hotel. Up to date, a total of 5 containers has been already shipped from Indonesia to the hotel. La Coralina Island House has 23 rooms and 8 villas, so it's a total of 31. All of them have amazing views, and the rooms are equipped with coffee and tea machines. The hotel is an adults-only property. We accept kids of 12 years old and above only. However, in case you have families with kids under 12 years old, we have another option called the house. That's not part of the hotel, but it is adjoining to the hotel, and it has a private and separate entrance. Another option, especially for weddings or big celebrations, is doing a buyout of the hotel. In that case, we accept kids, as the hotel will be private for your event, and the maximum quantity of people we can accommodate is 62. Coming back to the hotel and the 23 rooms and 8 villas, our categories are the standard room. We have a total of 3 rooms on this category. They have approximately 30 square meters, and they are the only ones with queen-size bed, as the rest of the rooms and villas have king-size bed. They have partial view to the Caribbean Sea and a great view to our garden and the pagoda we brought from Indonesia. The second category are the superior rooms. We have a total of 15 rooms on this category. They have approximately 35 square meters, and they are facing to the rainforest or the garden. We have 5 superior rooms located on the building next to the lobby and restaurant, another 10 rooms located in the middle of the rainforest. Then the third category are the deluxe rooms, and this category is accessible for handicapped people or using wheelchairs. All of them have ocean view, and we have a total of 5 rooms on this category. The 5 deluxe rooms are located on the first floor on the building, adjoining to the lobby and the restaurant. So just to wrap up, the hotel has 23 rooms split in 3 different categories: 3 standard, 15 superior, and 5 deluxe. Let me show you in the aerial view the exact location of the rooms. Here in this little house, we have the 3 standard rooms. This little house next to the pagoda and the 3 standard rooms is l'atelier or the gift shop. Then we have 5 superior rooms located here on this ground floor facing to this private garden, and the remaining 10 superior rooms are located around here in the middle of the rainforest. And finally, the 5 deluxe rooms, where we have one accessible for handicapped people, are located in this building. Upstairs, the superior rooms, here we have the 5 deluxe rooms, okay? Then we have a total of 8 villas split in 3 different categories. All villas offer unbelievable, amazing views to the Caribbean Sea. We have a total of 4 one-bedroom villas. Each of them has a master bedroom, a living room area, and a private terrace facing to the ocean. Then we have 3 superior villas. They are 2-story villas. They have a living room area, plunge pool, and a private terrace downstairs, and the master bedroom on the upper floor. It has a guest bathroom downstairs and a full and big bathroom upstairs. In the superior villas, we can accommodate up to 3 people. As for the 3rd person, we will be adding a single bed downstairs at the living room area. And then we have the deluxe villa, only one. It's like a presidential suite in any city hotel. Again, here it is a 2-story villa, and it has a total of 215 square meters. It has a living room area, 1 bathroom with shower, private terrace, and a plunge pool downstairs, and the master bedroom and another bathroom upstairs. Here again, you can have a 3rd person sleeping on a single bed downstairs. As for the location, here we have another view of the hotel. Remember that this little house are the 3 standard rooms, the gift shop here. Here we have downstairs the 5 superior rooms. The remaining 10 are around here in the rainforest. And then upstairs in this building, we have 5 deluxe rooms. So here we have the 4 one-bedroom villa. This is 1-bedroom villa too. So here we have 4. Then we have those 3 houses are the superior villas. And this house is the deluxe villa, which is, as I mentioned before, the typical presidential suite in any sort of city hotel. Okay, so on my first day at La Coralina Island House, I did a quick tour of the property and I enjoyed the view by the outdoor infinity-headed swimming pool. If you want to refresh a bit more, you can choose the plunge pool next to the swimming pool, which is not headed. After a light lunch, I enjoyed the polar plunge pool and the outdoor swimming pool at the spa, which offers an amazing view of the rainforest and a fresh breath as well. Then I took a foot massage and I continue my relaxed journey. On my first night, the chef Rodrigo Vázquez, who used to be the executive chef at Faena Hotel in Buenos Aires, prepared a delicious ceviche, probably the best one I ever tried, and I completed the menu with a delicious chocolate and mango dessert. The second day in Bocas del Toro started really early in the morning. I woke up at 6 a.m. to admire the sunrise, and at 7 a.m. I was already training at the fitness center, where you will find state-of-the-art training machines. After that, I took a yoga lesson with Laura. It is important to mention that La Coralina Island House offers on complimentary basis daily yoga and stretching classes at the spa and yoga deck every day at 8 a.m. in the morning. And they also offer guided meditations and sound bath every Monday at 6 p.m. And this is also complimentary. After such an active morning, I was ready to enjoy my a la carte breakfast. I ordered a homemade granola, Greek yogurt, and fresh fruits paired with a detox juice. I'm not that healthy, and I tried a banana and blueberry muffin. So after all that, I was ready for my first excursion to Cayo Zapatilla or Zapatilla Cay, where I did snorkeling and I was able to spot a manta ray. On our way to Cayo Zapatilla, we passed over Isla Carenero and Isla Bastimento. I was on board Tiajupo, one of the two boats owned by La Coralina Island House. The captain this day was Jairo, and he made sure to take the group to the most scenic places. After a great snorkeling and swimming on the crystal waters of the Caribbean Sea, we all came back on board and enjoyed some drinks while we were sailing towards Isla Pájaros, a remote place north Isla Colón, where I was able to enjoy the peaceful wildlife while refreshing again on the Caribbean Sea. Once at the hotel and after an active day swimming and snorkeling in the Caribbean Sea, I enjoyed a sound bath at the yoga deck, which was led by Noel and Gustavo. To be honest, I can't tell you a lot about it because as soon as Noel started to guide us on that meditation and Gustavo played the hailing gongs, I felt completely asleep. What I can tell you is that it was the most relaxing and peaceful experience I ever had. The day ended with a traditional barbecue we enjoyed in the terrace overlooking the Caribbean Sea. My third day at La Coralina Island House was again full of magic and amazing experiences. Instead of training at the fitness center, I did a small walk along the trails La Coralina Island House has in their grounds. Then I took a stretching lesson at the yoga deck, and the rain took us by surprise, which was in fact amazing to feel the fresh breeze and listen to the drops falling down in the rainforest. A la carte breakfast was waiting for me again, and this time I ordered a French toast with strawberries and blueberries. And again, I couldn't keep fit and healthy, and I tried a homemade croissant. I paired it with a detox juice to feel a bit less guilty. During the morning, I went to Bluff Beach, which is located only 2 miles north away from the hotel. Bluff Beach has golden sands, nice waves, and it is renowned by the surfers. You can go walking about 30 minutes or by bike. In fact, La Coralina Island House offers complimentary bikes to guests. You can also ask the concierge and rent an e-bike or a golf cart. La Coralina Island House has a beach club at Pound Beach, which is located a step away from the hotel, less than 50 meters. Here we have a restaurant and we offer complimentary umbrellas, loungers, chairs, and towel services to our guests. In 2023, La Coralina will be constructing another beach club. In this case, it will be at Bluff Beach, so they will be able to provide the same facilities and services in the most renowned beaches of Bocas del Toro, Palm Beach and Bluff Beach. After enjoying a small walk along Bluff Beach, I had lunch at La Coralina Beach Club. The chef prepared a delicious paella, and as a dessert, I had a selection of cheesecake, brownie, and coconut flan. The beach club is also a great place to enjoy at sunset time, and why not have a romantic dinner. Every Sunday, starting 9 a.m. in the morning, you can enjoy a brunch, and from 1 p.m. there's a DJ live session. On Thursday, from 5 p.m., you can also enjoy a DJ sunset session at this bar by the Pound Beach. My last excursion while at La Coralina Island House was a sunset cruise to a Starfish Beach on board Don Juan. This sailing boat has 3 cabins and is the one the hotel used for a 2 days, 1 night excursion to Escudo de Veraguas. When having guests overnighting at Don Juan, we can carry up to 6 people, and they we accommodate the crew member in one cabin and the guests in the other cabins. The Escudo de Veraguas excursion is offered from September to November only, as it is a long sailing trip to the middle of the ocean and sometimes gets a bit windy. Coming back to our sunset cruise, it is another amazing experience offered by La Coralina Island House. Francisco, the captain, is super friendly, and Jerome, the director of food and beverage at the hotel, treat us with delicious sushi and finger food paired with champagne. It took approximately 40 minutes sailing to arrive up to Starfish, a place full of yellow and red starfishes. Other excursions or activities that you can enjoy while at La Coralina Island House are paddle surf, scuba diving, surfing lessons, hiking at Bastimentos National Park, kite surf, bird watching, or visiting the Bocas Butterfly Garden. We also offer coffee tours, as we are only 20 minutes boat away from the highlands in the continent where the coffee farms are located. In fact, it is one of the best coffees around the world. On my way back to La Coralina Island House, I did a quick stop at Bocas Town, where I enjoy a coconut margarita and walk a few blocks around the town to feel the local bohemian ambience. My last day at La Coralina Island House found me at L'Atelier, the gift shop that you will find at La Coralina, where you can buy some nice souvenirs like hats, purse, dresses, swimwears, or bracelets. So this was a short briefing of my 6 days, 5 nights trip to Panama. As you can see, I stay only for 3 nights in Bocas del Toro, but there are so many things to do, and La Coralina is such a gorgeous property that you can easily fill 5 or 6 nights minimum. Now we have the pleasure of having Ariel Barrio Nuevo, Managing Director of the hotel, connected live from Bocas del Toro. So I invite all of you to type your questions on the control panel, and he will be answering one by one. Jenna from Emerging Destinations team, are you there to help us with the questions?
Hi, Anna. Yes, I'm here.
Great.
Okay.
I'm not sure. And here is Ariel. Hey, how are you?
How are you? As you
Good.
all
I'm
can
already
see,
missing you and your team.
I was saying that as you can see in Anna's presentation, we spoiled her a little bit the last week in Bocas del Toro.
It was amazing. Thank you again, Ariel, for that.
You're welcome.
Okay, so I'll get started with some questions for you here.
Sure.
When is the best time to go? For example, would mid-February be a good time to visit? Would it be too hot or humid?
I mean, the Bocas del Toro depends on what you're interested in the destination. Because I mean, mid-February it's wave season, so it's the surf season from middle of December until middle of March, and it's raining in the morning, raining in the evening in the island. I mean, in the area. September, October, for instance, where we are at this moment, when Anna stay in La Coralina, I think it's not the season. It's not the surf season, but I would say it's a great weather conditions. I mean, all days, sunny days. I mean, they are dry. It's a dry season actually, and it's a great opportunity to visit Bocas del Toro if you are not a surfer.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. Next question for, I'm not sure who would be better. Anna, I know you can answer this as well, but is it an ideal place for honeymooners?
Definitely.
Ideal place. I mean, if the hotel, if it's ideal place, absolutely it is.
Yeah.
Absolutely it is. Yes. Yeah. Actually, we are a wedding destination. We had already, within only a year since we opened, we had already 5 weddings on exclusive. place in La Coralina.
Fantastic. How many people can it accommodate for a full book out for a wedding?
For a wedding in the hotel, we can accommodate, not taking the house, 65 people, and we could add 15 additionals taking the house as well. And the island is full of other hotels that we can accommodate in case we had a wedding in last May for 175 people, and we accommodate the hotel on exclusivity, and then 2 more hotels next to to La Coralina.
Amazing. Looks like a beautiful place to get married. Now, Anna, I know you had mentioned that there are some rooms with wheelchair accessibility. What would there be for activities that somebody with mobility issues could also partake in?
Anna, I'm sorry. I thought
Anna,
you
do you
were
want to
asking to
answer,
Anna.
or do you,
No, no
Ariel?
problem. No problem. No problem. We have the vehicles that we have in the hotel. They are adapted for people that I mean they are handicapped or any mobility issue that we should take care of it.
Perfect. And I know, Anna, you did quite a few different activities. Do you have a list of activities that can be offered to guests that they can book through the hotel during their stay at La Coralina?
Yes, definitely we have. And in fact, we can include in the follow-up email with this recording, we will be including a link to the trade pack where you will find videos, photos, a list of excursions or activities that La Coralina can offer your clients, and also some sort of special packages, for example, yoga retreats or those kind of things that La Coralina is offering.
Okay, perfect. So I know there would be an extra cost for the boating trips that you did, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
But for the visits to the nearby beaches, because those are within walking distance, those are included with your stay, correct?
Yeah. Yeah, correct.
Okay, perfect. So hopefully, Maria, that answers your questions. Let me see.
And I have a question for Ariel.
Yep.
Sure.
Is there a minimum requested for the boat excursions with Don Juan and Tiahupo?
For the Tiahupo, I mean, we always receive the most important request is Cayo Zapatilla or Zapatilla Cay, or the Bear Island or Isla Pájaros. I mean, both you had the chance to visit, and Don Juan. I mean, we always suggest all the sunset in Starfish Beach. That's also one that we experience with you. And also during the month of September and October, it's a great opportunity to do with Don Juan and Tiahupo, both boats, Escudo de Veraguas. It's a great destination. It's 2 hours away from this island. You can stay over one night in the Don Juan sailing boat in the middle of the ocean. Actually, it's not the middle of the ocean. It's a place called Cusapin. It's like a very quiet area just before entering to the in the Caribbean Sea. Just a few 30 minutes away of what it calls the ocean itself, and staying over in Don Juan, you can go to Escudo de Veraguas using the Tiahupo, the other boat. And it's a destination that I definitely suggest to do in September or October when the Caribbean Sea it's more calm, and it's very beautiful landscaping.
But for the most, I would say, regular or common excursions like the Isla Pájaros, the snorkeling to Cayo Zapatilla, the sunset cruise, are you requiring, for example, minimum 2, 4, 6 people, or how does it work? How about the capacity, and which is the minimum quantity of people you need to sort of
The
run
minimum
excursion?
actually, the minimum it's 2 people. I mean, because yeah, I mean it's according to the pricing of the boat. But I mean, we don't have we have a maximum that is 10 people in each boat. But the minimum we can take a couple to do this excursion, and it's not a request from the hotel.
Okay, so it will be a bit more expensive, but you can run the excursion with just 2 people.
Absolutely, it's upon request. It's upon request.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Great, thank you.
So this will kind of build on that. Which of the excursions are affected by the climate and may be canceled due to weather conditions, and which would be available regardless of the weather? So for the example, the sailing you just talked about, is there a possibility for that to be canceled?
Yeah, absolutely. According to the weather conditions, some of these activities I would suggest to cancel, and there is no charge for guests in case we should cancel for weather conditions. But I mean, I visit the island, the Isla Pájaros, or Bird Island, on a rainy day, and it's, I mean, even more beautiful than on a sunny day. So according to what people would like to do, because using the Tiahupo, you can go to Zapatilla Cay or to Bear Island, even raining.
Okay, perfect. All right, let's do one more question here, just for 1 or 2 more. Anna, unless you had something to say.
Yeah, I just wanted to mention, because most probably travel advisors know, but honestly, I didn't know that. I'm very ignorant. Bocas del Toro is not located in the hurricane belt. So of course you have some typical Caribbean or tropical little rains, but it is not affected at all by hurricanes.
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful.
And on the rainy, I'm sorry to interrupt
No,
you.
that's okay.
I mean, on the raining season, what it's important to know that it's, I mean, it always rain early in the morning, and you don't have to cancel anything, because for sure at around midday you're gonna have a plenty sunny day available for the whole day, and usually rains late in the evening. So I mean, this is more. I mean, this is mostly the how's the weather conditions in the rainy season.
Okay. All right. So last question for you. Can you talk a little bit more about where the best snorkeling spot or options would take place, or if it's all good, etc.?
No, yeah, I mean, there are a few spots, I mean, that always we suggest. One is Punta Hospital. It's a great spot for scuba diving. Also Bastimento Island. There is a large coast where you can snorkeling or scuba diving, and all the area just around the continent, because we are only 20 minutes from the island to the continent. We have great spots to go, and we have people that they are very knowledgeable in the area, that they prepare the crew for take you to the best spots for that.
Okay, well, I think that's all for questions for today. So I will hand things back over to you, Anna, to do your wrap up.
Thank you, Jenna. I will leave Ariel for the closing. I just want to mention that, as we already mentioned at the beginning, we are sending this recording in a follow-up email with more information, a trade back photos, fact sheet, etc., before the end of this week. So just check your inbox and you will get that. La Coralina Island House has availability for Thanksgiving, in case you have any client interested in taking sort of a long weekend or some days off and celebrate Thanksgiving in Bocas del Toro. It's a great opportunity, and they have availability. They are running a yoga retreat early December. It's a 4 nights yoga retreat, and they have some spots still available. We will include that information, prices, etc. on the follow-up email. And they also still have the few last rooms available for festive season. So again, if you are having clients still trying to find a place where to spend the holidays, La Coralina Island House is a magnificent place to enjoy and celebrate festive season. So this is all on my side. Ariel, over to you.
Just free. I mean, I think you cover most of the information about the La Coralina Island House, and we would like to, to thank everybody to join us to this webinar. And we are absolutely, at your disposal for any requirement that you might have in the future. We're gonna be happy to assist you.
Thank you so much, Ariel, and
thank you.
Well, thank you everybody for joining us today, and hope to have you and your clients experiencing La Coralina either this year or in 2023. Thank you and have a great afternoon. Bye.
Bye.